If I say atheism hinders scientific progress, I don't mean every single atheist on the planet. I mean nasty anti-theists. A particular kind of atheist who creates acrimony and drives conflict. I'm talking about the atheist who enshrines science as theology. I'm talking about the atheist who sells science to the popular culture as anti-God information. This is the atheist who hinders scientific progress. Instead of doing the job of a scientist, which is identifying natural mechanisms, recording observable processes, describing how things work under normal circumstances, the atheist who hinders scientific progress deliberately veils the information from certain members of society by creating a dichotomy. The atheist I'm talking about says, "Come hither and gaze upon my pot of gold, but see here now, if you do, you'll have to deny your God." The atheist makes the information unavailable to the Christian by telling them that in accepting the science they reject their God, which does not reasonably follow. But many American Christians find themselves driven away from science because of this rhetoric. They withdraw from science and tell the atheist to shove their theory, which is completely understandable. It's understandable because the culture is sowing seeds of discord and division, and it's increasingly becoming an atheist versus Christian culture. At the very least, such a divisive subculture certainly pervades the web. It's such a shame because it really doesn't have to be. If theology stayed out of the laboratory, there would be no dilemma. Christians who discovered evolution would be embracing and advancing it. But as it is, the atheists have hidden it from Christians with taunting and mocking, goading them to refuse evolution and discouraging them from the sciences. We can deny this behaviour, but why bother? It's obviously going on. We'll probably all agree that this isn't how science and theology ought to work, but they are being used in this way. Atheist ideologues are masquerading as scientists and accusing Christians of being backward. All the while, they're pressuring Christians to reject their God and driving them out of the sciences if they refuse to do so. It's these manipulative atheists that are backward, and it's they who are preventing thousands of children from lending their minds to the sciences because their devotion to God means more to them than what's being marketed to them as anti-God theory. We can get on and we can share information, but if we persist in riling each other up and lying about information, we'll create an atmosphere of distrust and incivility. We, humanity, need to better control our emotions and actively seek reconciliation. The collective consciousness humanity seeks isn't a mere biological and social construct, but a spiritual nature that humanity partakes of. It's a living nature, and it is God. Let us come together and do good, that we might be in the Spirit of God. Peace.